This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen to people like me. This is crazy. I don't even know where I am. All I know is I'm riding in the dark in a trailer pulled by a pickup down an interstate. It isn't even my trailer. I don't know who owns it or who's driving the pickup pulling it, but I'll get to all that. I'm recording all of this with my phone. Someone needs to hear this story if I don't make it out of this mess alive. Okay, let me go back a week. I graduated from college on Saturday at... No, I probably shouldn't say the name of the college or even my own name. I graduated from college. Period. It almost seems funny now, if I felt like laughing. I wanted an adventure before I got a job, assuming anyone was hiring English majors. So I took my graduation gift money and planned a solo road trip across the country. Mom thought I was crazy. Dad thought I was cool. He filled up my tank, and they saw me off on Sunday morning. I said I'd be back in a month. I got lost an hour out. Maybe that was a sign. I don't drive much, and I had never driven out of state. And this was a small road with almost no signs. I was fine, though. I just wound up... What was that? I thought I heard something at the door, but we're still moving. Deep breaths, deep breaths. I'm looking out the window now, and it's nothing but endless fields. We're still on the interstate. When I feel us slowing down, I'll go back and hide in the bunk room. No, that's too dangerous. Someone might find me there. I should stand by the door and then bolt out as soon as we stop. Maybe no one will see me, and I can just run into the rest stop, or the gas station, or the woods, or whatever. Okay, where was I? Right. Lost in the boondocks of Pennsylvania. It wasn't so bad. I wanted to see America, and here it was. Part of it, anyway. I drove this little road and a dozen others, turning when it felt right, until I got hungry. Mom had packed me some snacks, but I knew I needed to economize. The longer my food and gas and cash lasted, the longer this trip could be. Back home was reality and, eventually, a job. I wanted to milk this trip. That's why I did something I normally wouldn't do. Driving along this little road, I saw a handmade sign for a family reunion. I'd been to plenty of my own family reunions, so I knew how these things went. So many people from such distant families that no one knew everybody, and most people knew only a fraction of the people there. Here was my first meal, and it wouldn't cost me a cent. I pulled over, parked near the entrance in case I needed to make a quick exit, and wandered around until I saw a sea of people. Jackpot. I found the food table and would have just piled up some mac and cheese and cookies to go. But that would have been a little too obvious, so I joined the crowd, but stayed close to the perimeter. There was a picnic table a little out of the way, so I planted myself there. It was the perfect spot. Down a little hill and next to some trees so I could be practically invisible. That's when it happened. The conversation that changed my life and might eventually get me killed.